dog is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken very short, and they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. It's sharp, and that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Check. One.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Set, 180. Check, 55. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check nine, check nine.
On first down, Peyton, and a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
180. I got him.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Here we go. Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd down, it's Sharp. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Mariota. He'll find Metcalf. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mariota, the reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down.
58 right there. Get him. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Peyton. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And to give this time to the tailback. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Chicken Griffin on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Bears 0.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And running with power here. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
61, matchbox, lights.
They'll try the left side. Peyton. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down and 4, Mariota, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
First down, Seahawks.
Mariota now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now again, right side, Sharp, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mariota looking for his running back, and he's got him. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, look three. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a give, right side. Sharp, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They can't hang with us.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll try to left side. Peyton, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On first down, Peyton. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He's brought down by Tre'Davious White. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Recon, 132 fighter. My God.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. To throw, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside.
His pass complete to number 89. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Under 10, under 10.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And 10 at the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Fresno. Regular.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 14-yard line.
Set. 180. Watching your five.
Come on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sharp. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now. It's Sharp. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Just like that. Just like that.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Mariota now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From the red zone now, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down and goal. Mariota. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On 1st down, Peyton. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
It's now 2nd and 6. at the 5-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no. Slam, slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Now a give, right side. Peyton. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
180.
Check 24, check 24.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
King.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Check 52.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sharp. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mariota. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Back to it after the pick-6. Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Mariota on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Seahawks on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. Mariota. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, Peyton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Past the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Exit. You better bring. Let me know right.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Take it, take it. Like 52. Push him back. Push him back.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Their coaching